Mr. Jayakara Shetty, DGM HR, Science and Engineering Private Limited from Pune. You have 15 minutes.
Yeah. I started my career with time office. No need to bother about. So, good afternoon to all. I think guys must be sleeping. Please wake up. My my presentation will be of 10 minutes, though he has given me 15 minutes. I would like to more interact with you guys. Once again, welcome. I am Jayakara Shetty, a pure South Indian from Udupi, a beautiful state, beautiful city of India. I born in Karnataka and brought up in Maharashtra. I am in Pune for last 30 years, fluent in English, Marathi, Hindi, Kannada and Tulu, 5 languages. I am in HR for the last 30 years and I am only dealing with people, not on technology, not on other aspects. I will not talk much about technology. I will just go back to what is the basic things we have in India. These are the positive things. We are the second highest in the world with 126 million plus population. India was worried about population growth till last couple of years, but now we have stopped worrying about the population. Whereas China, with the government policy, tried to control the manpower, population. We are the fourth highest in the world in the languages, almost about 427 written language what we have. Of course, there will be more than 500 unwritten language. Like Tulu is one of the language which we don't have a script, but we speak. If you go to Karnataka, that area itself is called as Tulu Nadu. All Shetty families, Pujari families, Burns, other families, they speak Tulu. It's a beautiful language. Now we have doubled our patents in 2015 and we are going to go up in numbers. We talk about rural employment and Khadi. It may be drifting from the topic what we have today, but I just want to highlight few of the things. Some problem? Yeah. Mahatma Gandhi promoted Khadi for rural employment and self-reliance. It has become an icon for Swadeshi movement in India. Now Indian flag is made in India in a place called as Gadag in Dharwad. It's in Karnataka. That is the only license holder in India to make Indian flag. We should be proud of it. How to go back? Excuse me. Just go back to the third slide. Yeah, third slide. We have few concerns in industry. These all are, there are no industry-ready skilled workforce. Now we talk about MBA, MPM, HR, we talk about MBBS, we talk about ITIs, IITs. But I have seen for the last 30 years, the moment we go to the campus, we recruit the people, but they need to be trained for next 6 months to become industry-ready. They are not readily available to work on the machines. They are not ready to understand the technology in the shop floor. Why I am linking industry? Because I have spent my all career, 30 years in industry, manufacturing industry, particularly with automobile projects and goods which are used in the oil field, where we are finding the shortage of skilled workforce who are ready to engage in the shop floor. Can you give me this remote, please? please. Just go to the first slide, please, and give me that remote. Go next. 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 Now, what is the shortage? Why there is a shortage? Now, government comes up with a lot of schemes, and guys are attracted towards that. In India, this is the basic problem what we are facing. I am not negative about government programs, but guys are attracted towards things like Manegra, which is called as Mahatma Gandhi National Employment Scheme, where employment is guaranteed. There is something is problem. Slide next. Yeah. Sorry, there is some disturbance. Now, government food bill, where people are looking at food is available at cheaper rate. Deen Dayal Employment Agency scheme. Result is least preference is given to agriculture. That is one of the basic problem what we are facing now. Next. Now this has resulted into, okay. This has resulted into shortage of manpower. While doing so, I think 50% of the girls in this audience, 50% are the girls, isn't it? I have been engaging girls in the industry for the couple of years now. We have a section where only girls are working, where we try to empower the women, and they have made as the inspectors. What we call it as inspector is not the police inspector to catch a person who is not wearing helmet, but the inspectors are engaged to catch a person who has not done the good job in the shop. I am proud of it. I have about 25 girls working in the industry. But opportunity is still lacking because of some government rules and regulations. So what is the expectation of industry? While doing so, as I talked about, we require to improve the skill. Low cost automation. When we talk about Make in India, in most of the places, we are facing manpower shortage. That means person to work on the machines. But we never talk about low cost automation. Because we talk about robotics, something imported, something is very huge, high investment. Instead of that, can you guys, you are the future leaders, once you go to the industry, you should talk about low cost automation. That is the requirement of the time. We have the best of the best machine in the world. But automation is the very costliest things available in India. Because that is going to compensate the manpower shortage. You may feel, today my speech must be getting bold, but when the realistic thing is, when you go to the shop floor, you are required to handle the manpower more than the machine. Technology can be bought, we can purchase it. Persons can be bought to the industry from outside. But skilling them, training them, making them ready to work on the machines is a difficult task which you are going to face it in the future. So with this, my more emphasis on skilled manpower, to make in India, to make something innovative, we need to have skilled manpower. Like one of the example, I always quote, measure twice, cut only once. The theme is from a tailor. When you go to a shop, you bought the cloth, highest costly cloth from the shop, go to a tailor, he will take your measurement, he will take the measurement of the cloth, then he will again measure it 10 times before cutting it, because he is sure that he cannot again stitch it. Please be ready for that. That is a thought for the day. Thank you very much.